you! How's it going? If we haven't met yet, I'm Gabrielle. Nice to meet you and welcome to my channel. You've caught me just as I was going for a walk, so let's go! Hello again! This time from the future. Or the present? Anyway, I filmed this video way back in June and then I was focusing on work and set it aside. The trees are totally bare now and the days are much shorter. Apart from the season though, not much has changed. You can probably relate, right? As I record this voiceover at the end of November, Glasgow has actually gone back into lockdown, similar to the one we were in when I filmed this video. These afternoon walks are still the highlight of my days. We are currently in Festival Park, which is about 15 minutes from my flat. It's small, but I love coming here because it's close by and it's near the River Clyde. On days when I don't have a lot of time, it's a quick option for a refresh, and when I do have more time, I can add in a visit to the river and bask in both the greenery and the water in one trip. Now we're heading back to my flat, and I want to show you the 5 household things that are really normal here, but took some getting used to on my part. The first one is skeleton keyholes and skeleton keys. I associate these with mystery novels and historical fiction, but they're used everywhere here. It can be a bit troublesome turning the key in the lock, and I wonder how secure they truly are, but I find them charming. Number 2 is wardrobes. We are in my bedroom, and this is my wardrobe. When I was a girl reading the Chronicles of Narnia, I was so confused about this piece of furniture. What did it look like? How was it possibly big enough to fit inside? I describe a wardrobe as a combination bureau and closet. They're typically pretty big, and this one definitely dominates my room. I can see how they are efficient for smaller British-style homes, but I prefer closets and bureaus. They're both less intrusive, and you can put pretty things on top of your bureau, whereas all the wardrobes I've seen are just like big bullies in a room. Number 3 is having a washing machine in the kitchen. I don't think twice about this anymore, but I definitely felt uncomfortable and strange carrying my clothes into a food area to be cleaned. The Airbnbs I stayed in and all the flats I looked at before moving into this one had the same setup. It makes sense space-wise, but ultimately I still prefer a separate clothes area. Continuing with cleaning of clothes, the 4th thing that is really bizarre for me is not having dryers. It just makes no sense. If we were in a hot and/or dry climate, then sure, you don't need them. But the humidity here is close to 100% all the time, and it's cloudy basically all the time. I chose this time to record because the sun was out, so the lighting was better, but that's really rare. Clothes take forever to dry, it's difficult to hang mattress sheets on a clothes horse, and you can't get away with not ironing things like blouses and, if I were a real stickler, even undies. I'm over it now, but I used to grumble about having to hang up each individual item, rearrange them periodically so they could share the light, and wait the entire day for them to dry. Before I move on to the next thing, this spidery-looking plant is mint in a sawed-off milk carton, and next to it is basil. They've both died now, but I got many months of joy from looking at them and using them in my cooking. Okay, so number 5 on my list, the windows. It's really strange to me that they don't use screens here. But I guess there are no mosquitoes or lizards to keep out of doors. The design of the windows is also new to me. In the Bahamas, the majority of the windows are jalousie or louvered style, made of multiple panes that you screw open or shut. The windows here are all casement style. You can let in a little layer at the top or open them all the way like a door. Very cool, but if I had children, kind of scary. So there you have it. Life here is different in big and little ways. The 5 everyday household things I've had to get used to are using skeleton keys, storing most bedroom things in wardrobes, washing my clothes in the kitchen, hanging them up indoors to dry, and using casement windows. I'll leave you here with this view of outside, and I'll see you next time.